Amidst the inky darkness of the night, cloaked in a shroud of fog, the murder house stood as a silent sentinel of unspeakable horrors. The moon cast a feeble glow upon its dilapidated facade, revealing a structure frozen in time, haunted by the echoes of malevolence that clung to its every brick and beam. This forsaken mansion, a mausoleum of secrets, beckoned the curious and the foolhardy with an irresistible allure, its crumbling walls concealing a history steeped in blood, betrayal, and a thirst for revenge. The air surrounding the house was thick with a palpable tension, as if the very atmosphere held its breath, anticipating the arrival of unwitting souls about to embark on a journey into the abyss. The night wind whispered through the overgrown shrubbery, carrying with it the hushed voices of the past, murmuring tales of gruesome deeds and tortured spirits condemned to roam the corridors for eternity. In the heart of this spectral domain, Emily, a seasoned journalist with a penchant for unraveling the macabre, found herself drawn to the enigma of the murder house. Fueled by a mix of curiosity and skepticism, she assembled a team to delve into the mysteries that clung to the crumbling edifice like a malevolent mist. Among her companions were Alex, a tech-savvy enthusiast armed with an array of gadgets; Sarah, a fearless investigator with a history of facing the supernatural; and Mark, a steadfast skeptic whose beliefs would soon be tested beyond the limits of reason. As the team approached the foreboding entrance, the very air seemed to constrict and the ambient temperature dropped. The house loomed overhead, its windows like hollow eyes watching the intruders with an ancient malevolence. Each step echoed through the empty silence, reverberating off the walls as a testament to their intrusion into a realm where the living dared not trade. The entry foyer, once a grand space adorned with opulent fixtures, now lay in ruins. Dust-covered furniture stood frozen in time, and the faded wallpaper bore witness to the passage of countless years. A sense of foreboding enveloped them as they crossed the threshold, like trespassers venturing into a realm beyond the veil of the living. As they ventured further into the bowels of the murder house, the atmosphere grew denser, laden with the weight of unspoken secrets. Shadows danced along the walls, playing tricks on their senses, and the floorboards creaked under the invisible pressure of unseen entities. The air itself seemed to carry the anguished whispers of souls long departed, their stories etched into the very fabric of the house. The team, armed with cameras and courage, navigated the labyrinthine corridors, each turn revealing more of the house's haunted history. Photographs adorned the walls, frozen moments capturing the lives of those who once called this place home. Yet, beneath the veneer of normalcy, a sinister undercurrent pulsed, hinting at the darkness that had consumed the dwelling. As they delved deeper, strange occurrences became commonplace. Doors creaked open of their own accord, and ghostly apparitions materialized in the periphery, disappearing before the eye could comprehend. Technological devices malfunctioned unpredictably, as if the very essence of the house resisted intrusion into its spectral domain. The team, initially united by a shared purpose, began to fracture under the mounting pressure of the supernatural. Mark's skepticism wavered as he witnessed inexplicable phenomena, challenging the very foundation of his rational beliefs. Sarah, unyielding in her pursuit of the truth, confronted the echoes of a childhood trauma intertwined with the malevolent spirits within. Emily herself, the orchestrator of this haunted expedition, found her past entwined with the very fabric of the murder house. Nightmares from her youth resurfaced, casting doubt on the boundaries between reality and the spectral realm. Alex, the tech expert, was tormented by apparitions that seemed to defy the logic he had always relied upon. The pivotal twist in the tale came when Emily, guided by an inexplicable force, discovered a hidden passage leading to a forgotten chamber. Within its confines, a diary surfaced, a chronicle of torment, penned by a soul long imprisoned within the house's walls. The diary spoke of dark rituals, sacrificial rites, and a vengeful spirit bound by an unfulfilled quest for justice. The climax unfolded in a nightmarish crescendo as the vengeful spirit materialized, seizing the very essence of the murder house's tormented history. The team, now pawns in a supernatural game, faced a relentless onslaught of horror as the boundaries between the living and the dead blurred. Shadows came to life, and the malevolent force that lurked within the walls manifested, seeking retribution for sins committed in the name of unspeakable rituals. In a desperate bid for survival, the team confronted their deepest fears, each member forced to confront their personal demons. Friendships were tested, alliances shattered, and the line between sanity and madness blurred like the flickering candlelight that danced upon the walls. In the harrowing finale, as the first light of dawn broke through the decaying windows, those who emerged from the murder house were forever changed. The surviving members, haunted by the chilling memories of a nightmarish ordeal, stumbled into the world beyond the malevolent mansion. The murder house, silent once more, stood as a sentinel to the horrors that unfolded within its walls, waiting for the next curious soul to awaken its malevolence. The chilling tale of the murder house, with its intricate web of suspense, unexpected twists, and the inexorable grip of fear, echoed in the minds of those who dared to witness its unfolding. The story had transcended the realm of mere words and images, becoming an immersive experience that lingered in the collective consciousness of those who had been drawn into its spectral embrace. In the shadowed corridors of the murder house, each member of the investigative team brought their own unique history, fears, and motivations, unwittingly entwined with the malevolent forces that lurked within. Emily. At the helm of the expedition stood Emily, a seasoned journalist with a reputation for unraveling the darkest mysteries. Her hazel eyes held a mix of determination and skepticism, a paradoxical combination that fueled her relentless pursuit of the truth. Emily's past was a tapestry woven with threads of curiosity and an insatiable desire to expose the unknown. Behind her calm exterior, however, lay the haunting echoes of a childhood spent in the vicinity of the murder house, an aspect she had buried deep within the recesses of her subconscious. Haunted by recurring nightmares and unexplainable phobias, Emily's decision to lead the team into the heart of the house was driven by an innate need to confront the demons that had plagued her since youth. Unbeknownst to her companions, her connection to the murder house ran deeper than a mere investigative interest, and the spirits within awaited her return with a sinister anticipation. Alex. Beside Emily strode Alex, a tech enthusiast with a penchant for uncovering the paranormal through the lens of his advanced gadgets. His lanky frame and bespectacled visage belied a mind that thrived on logic and empirical evidence. Alex's journey into the supernatural was more of a scientific exploration than a leap of faith. With an array of cameras, sensors, and recording devices, he sought to capture the unexplainable and quantify the ethereal. However, beneath Alex's rational exterior lingered an unspoken fear. The tech savant, who had always found solace in the predictability of circuits and codes, felt an unsettling unease as the murder house challenged the very foundations of his beliefs. As spectral anomalies interfered with his meticulously calibrated equipment, doubts began to creep into his analytical mind, casting shadows on the certainties he had always clung to. Sarah. Walking in step with an air of fearless determination was Sarah, an investigator seasoned by years of confronting the supernatural. Her steely gaze and no-nonsense demeanor concealed scars from her own encounters with the unexplained. Sarah's history was a tapestry of haunted locations, malevolent entities, and an unwavering commitment to revealing the truth, no matter the cost. Yet, within the depths of her resolute exterior lay a vulnerability linked to the murder house. As a child, Sarah had witnessed a manifestation of the paranormal that had left an indelible mark on her psyche. Her journey into the murder house was not just a professional pursuit, it was a reckoning with the specters of her past, an attempt to confront the childhood terror that still lingered in the corners of her memories. Mark. Completing the ensemble was Mark, the skeptic-turned-believer, whose rationality faced its sternest test within the confines of the murder house. With an athletic build and a perpetually raised eyebrow, Mark embodied the voice of reason amid the escalating supernatural chaos. His background in debunking paranormal phenomena had earned him a reputation as the team's anchor in the storm of the unknown. Mark's skepticism, however, masked a deeper conflict. As doors creaked open and ghostly whispers danced in the periphery, he found himself caught between the comfort of disbelief and the unsettling reality unfolding around him. His journey into the murder house was marked by an internal struggle, a battle between reason and the inexplicable, a clash that would redefine the boundaries of his understanding. The dynamics of this eclectic team were a delicate balance of expertise, skepticism, and a shared determination to unravel the mysteries of the murder house. Unbeknownst to them, the malevolent spirits that stirred within the haunted mansion sensed the intertwining destinies of these investigators, weaving a tapestry of fear that transcended the mere mortal realm. As the team ventured further into the depths of the murder house, the tendrils of their individual pasts entwined with the dark history of the dwelling, setting the stage for a nightmarish journey into the heart of terror. The murder house, a decrepit mansion veiled in darkness, stood as a haunting sentinel on the outskirts of town. Its once grand facade was now a canvas of decay, a silent testament to the malevolence that had taken root within. As the moon cast feeble light upon the dilapidated structure, Emily, a seasoned journalist, found herself drawn to the enigma of this forsaken mansion. Curiosity and a deep-seated skepticism drove her to assemble a team to delve into the secrets that clung to the walls like a sinister mist. Accompanying Emily were Alex, the tech enthusiast armed with an array of gadgets; Sarah, the fearless investigator with a history of confronting the supernatural; and Mark, the steadfast skeptic whose beliefs would soon be tested beyond reason. Unbeknownst to the team, the murder house harbored a history steeped in blood, betrayal, and a thirst for revenge, with echoes of the past whispering through the abandoned halls. As the team crossed the threshold of the murder house, the air became thick with an unsettling tension. Dust-covered furniture and faded wallpaper bore witness to the passage of time, and the once grand entry foyer now lay in ruins. Emily's hazel eyes scanned the surroundings, a mix of determination and unease reflecting in their depths. Each step echoed through the silent halls, a reminder of their intrusion into a realm where the living dared not tread. Alex, armed with cameras and a plethora of gadgets, eagerly documented every inch of the decaying mansion. Yet, as doors creaked open and unexplained shadows danced along the walls, his scientific certainty began to waver. The house seemed to resist intrusion, as if the very essence of the supernatural rejected the invasion of technology. Sarah, with a fearless demeanor concealing scars from her own encounters with the unexplained, led the team deeper into the bowels of the mansion. Her childhood trauma, linked to a spectral manifestation, lingered in the corners of her memory. Unbeknownst to the others, her journey into the murder house was a personal reckoning, a confrontation with the childhood terror that still haunted her. Mark, the skeptic, observed with raised eyebrows as the inexplicable unfolded around him. Doors opened of their own accord, and the air thickened with a palpable malevolence. The once unshakable foundations of his disbelief began to crack, a conflict brewing beneath his stoic exterior. As the team ventured further into the labyrinthine corridors, the house revealed its haunted history. Photographs adorned the walls, frozen moments capturing the lives of those who had once called this place home. Yet, beneath the veneer of normalcy, a sinister undercurrent pulsed. The team discovered hidden passages, secret rooms, and the diary of a tormented soul. Emily's connection to the murder house deepened as she uncovered a hidden chamber containing a diary that spoke of dark rituals, sacrificial rites, and a vengeful spirit seeking justice. The entries hinted at a malevolent force bound by an unfulfilled quest for retribution. The revelation sent shivers down the spines of her companions as they realized the gravity of the supernatural forces they had awakened. The once cohesive team now faced internal fractures. Alex, tormented by apparitions that defied scientific explanation, questioned the very foundation of his beliefs. Sarah confronted her past as the spirits within seemed to feed on the childhood trauma she had long buried. Mark grappled with the conflict between his skepticism and the overwhelming evidence unfolding before him. The malevolent energy within the murder house intensified, as if the team's intrusion had awakened a dormant force hungry for acknowledgement. Doors slammed shut, and ghostly whispers echoed through the halls, creating an atmosphere of relentless dread. The team, now bound by fate, stood at the precipice of a nightmarish confrontation. The climax unfolded in a nightmarish crescendo. The vengeful spirit materialized, seizing the essence of the murder house's tormented history. Shadows came to life, and the very air crackled with an otherworldly energy. The team, caught in a spectral maelstrom, faced a relentless onslaught of horror. A pivotal twist revealed Emily's deeper connection to the murder house, a link that transcended investigative curiosity. The spirits seemed to recognize her as a long-lost participant in the house's tragic history. Sarah's confrontations with the supernatural took a personal turn as she faced the embodiment of her childhood terror. As alliances fractured and the line between the living and the dead blurred, the team confronted their deepest fears. Mark, once the skeptic, found himself ensnared in a web of inexplicable phenomena. Alex, relying on his gadgets, watched helplessly as the supernatural defied technological understanding. The house itself became a battleground, its walls pulsating with an ancient malevolence, seeking retribution. The team, now mere pawns in a spectral game, struggled to maintain their sanity as the very fabric of reality seemed to unravel. In the harrowing finale, the surviving members emerged into the first light of dawn, forever changed by the nightmarish ordeal. Emily, Sarah, Alex, and Mark stumbled into the world beyond the murder house, haunted by the chilling memories of the spectral battleground. The malevolent mansion, silent once more, stood as a sentinel to the horrors that unfolded within its walls, waiting for the next curious soul to awaken its malevolence. The chilling tale of the murder house, with its intricate web of suspense, unexpected twists, and the inexorable grip of fear, echoed in the minds of those who had been drawn into its spectral embrace. The story transcended the realm of mere words and images, becoming an immersive experience that lingered in the collective consciousness of those who had witnessed its unfolding. As the sun rose on the horizon, casting long shadows upon the abandoned mansion, the whispers in the shadows retreated into the depths of memory, leaving behind a legacy of terror that would forever haunt the dreams of those who dared to tread into the heart of darkness. The murder house, with its secrets buried in the echoes of haunting whispers, awaited the next chapter in its twisted tale of malevolence and retribution.